2024 to this August House. This is my second county address in my second term as the governor of this great county of Nyeri. This is in fulfillment of my constitutional duty as the governor of this great county, as stipulated in Article 183 of the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, and Section 30 of the County Government Act number 17 of 2012. In the year under review, we achieved a lot despite perennial delays in disbursement of resources from the National Treasury. After I assumed office as the governor for my second and final term, I led my team to develop a 5-year corporate strategic intent with a clear vision and mission through the County Integrated Development Plan 2023-2027. In the financial year 2023-2024, all departmental projects and programs were implemented within the purview of the County Integrated Development Plan, our annual development plans, and in pursuit of the SDGs. Mr. Speaker, allow me to highlight the scorecard for the year 2023-2024. Through upholding good governance, transparency, and accountable structures, my government has made major strides in service delivery in all devolved sectors in accordance with Schedule 4 of the Constitution. In financial management, we have ensured and sustained expenditure and fiscal discipline, which has given the county a clean bill in the absorption of the annually allocated budgetary resources from the National Treasury, as well as the externally disbursed resources. We have also ensured that the development budget is retained according to the statutory requirement of 30% of the total budget. As at the end of financial year 2023-2024, the approved second supplementary budget for the financial year amounted to 8,982,402,108. This comprised of Kenya shillings 6.1 billion 6,196,977,088 for recurrent expenditure, and Kenya shillings 2,785,425,020 for development expenditure. During the financial year in review, the county government incurred recurrent expenditure amounting to 5,924,924,574, representing an underperformance of Kenya shillings 272,052,514.17. Expenditure on development amounted to Kenya shillings 2,016,681, representing an underperformance of Kenya shillings 769,408,339 against the approved budget. This underperformance, honorable members, was occasioned by failure by National Treasury to disburse the June 2024 allocation. Mr. Speaker, allow me to now outline my achievement in the key sectors. Agriculture continues to be the backbone of our county's economy, and is the major contributor of our GDP and plays a critical role in the realization of food security. The sector comprises the smallholder farmers and large-scale commercial farming. Over 80% of the Nyeri population, directly or indirectly, depends on agriculture for their income and livelihood. In the year under review, the focus was to increase production of the cash crops to boost the income of farmers. Mr. Speaker, we are well aware of the declining trend in coffee production in the past decade. The decline emanated from the high cost of inputs and the low and late payment to farmers. To motivate farmers to improve coffee production through cooperative societies, the payment of cherry was reviewed to an average of Kenya shillings 100 per kilogram. Mr. Speaker, to increase coffee production, 20,000 coffee seedlings were procured and distributed to farmers. We too procured and supplied 151 knapsack sprayers to farmers, and also procured and supplied 410 tons of organic manure. Similarly, to improve the livelihoods in semi-arid areas, in collaboration with the national government, the department distributed 13 tons of sunflower seeds to over 7,000 farmers. This is a new entrant to our value chains and a worthwhile endeavor at diversification for our farmers. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to report that the county also benefited from the e-subsidy program, fertilizer that benefited 135,000 farmers. In the year under review, farmers were able to increase subsistence food production that ensured food security in the county. Honorable Speaker, Nyeri County is known for high-quality tea production in the country. Largely, the tea is produced by small-scale farmers, and unlike coffee, tea subsector has been performing very well. To support the tea farmers increase its production, the department distributed 40,000 tea seedlings to Ragati and Chinga tea factories, and also rehabilitated Thuta tea buying center in Dead Kimathi Ward. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Nyeri County is equally enhancing the Greening Initiative program by encouraging farmers to venture into fruit tree farming. Fruit tree farming complements other agricultural crops production and provides incomes to the farmers. In the year under review, the department procured 22,000 avocado hass seedlings, which were distributed to farmers in both Chinga and Muiga wards. Mr. Speaker, in the livestock subsector, Nyeri County is recognized nationally for milk production, both by the through dairy cattle as well as milk from dairy goats. In the year under review, the county procured and distributed 379 dairy goats to farmers. The goats provide supplementary income to the farmers through the sale of milk and the dairy goat. Let me report at the onset, Mr. Speaker, that Nyeri County is one of the leading counties in breeding of dairy goats. Many farmers have benefited due to dairy goat farming. As a country, we continue to engage the youth and other organized farmers in groups in income-generating activities. We are encouraging the youth to venture into agribusiness as a commercial entity by improving the value chains. In the year under review, the department procured and distributed 52,293 one-month-old chicks, and in collaboration with the Agriculture Business Development Program, ABDP, the department procured and distributed 445,000 fingerlings, 6,060 bags of fish feeds, 586 pond liners, and 37 cover nets to fish farmers. This will as well improve the fish farming in the county and also boost the fish-eating culture to Nyeri population, and this will help us get a new source of protein. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as I conclude on the livestock subsector, let me affirm the county's commitment to ensure our livestock are well protected against epidemics and other viral diseases such as foot and mouth and the East Coast fever. To ensure healthy dairy herds and sustainable milk production, in the year under review, 7,317 animals were vaccinated against notifiable diseases, and 16,412 dairy cattle inseminated under the animal breeding program. The county was able to provide affordable AI services all over the county. Mr. Speaker, in trade, tourism, culture, and cooperative development sector, the county has undertaken several market improvements to enhance business environments to ensure a clean and business-friendly environment. In the year under review, the county undertook market improvement initiatives to enhance business environments that include installation of prepaid meters at Karatina Market Hub, the construction of a shed at Nairutia Market, building of a walkway at Soko Mujinga, the renovation of the ablution block at Kimahore Market, the construction of stalls at Ihororo Market, and the development of Kamakwa Market. Mr. Speaker, in the year under review, the department remained committed to improve the trading environment and implemented comprehensive reforms that facilitated the settlement of 2,158 traders in various markets. These reforms include, but are not limited to, installing high-quality roofing to protect traders and their goods, the upgrading floors to ensure safety and cleanliness, enhancing lighting to support extended trading hours, and security to traders, and ensuring the availability of clean and reliable water supplies. The objective was to create a conducive environment for business growth and to foster a vibrant trading ecosystem. Mr. Speaker, the Nyeri County Enterprise Development Fund continues to be a leading fund in lending of credit to small and medium enterprises with a view to creating informal employment. In the year under review, over 200 borrowers benefited from the credit, which has a very low interest rate of only 5% in a reducing balance. I am honored to note that this fund has created jobs and employment opportunities to new entrepreneurs that are able to scale up their micro and medium enterprises. Similarly, the credit has also enabled the acquisition of modern technology effectiveness and efficiency and competitiveness to businessmen. Additionally, the EDF has played a key role in asset financing that allows businesses to purchase essential equipment and infrastructure development. I wish to report that one of the beneficiaries of this fund now has 2 taxis courtesy of EDF. Mr. Speaker, to foster industrial growth and support research and innovation in the year under review, the county government embarked on the construction of the County Aggregation and Industrial Park, the KAIP. This initiative, that was a joint initiative with the national government, will transform and revolutionize the agriculture value chains by providing a centralized hub for the aggregation, processing, and value chain of agricultural produce. Beyond its role in the agricultural value chains, the County Aggregation Industrial Park will also serve as a vital center for research and development that will drive innovation and fostering technological advancement to strengthen the local economy. In the year under review, the county government expended Kenya shillings 100 million to cater for the initial works, and in the financial year 2024-25, an additional Kenya shillings 100 million has been factored in the county budget. We are still awaiting release of funds from national government. With completion of the project, it is expected that there will be job creation, more production in agricultural production, and reduction in post-harvest losses in the county. Mr. Speaker, the county has also keenly considered the promotion and scaling up of the informal sector by empowering the Jua Kali sector. To create jobs to our graduates from the vocational training centers, in the year under review, the county established a modern fabrication center at Gakendo CIDC. This modern facility is designed to enhance the productivity and competitiveness of artisans by providing access to improved infrastructure, tools, training opportunities, and ultimately promoting the growth of small-scale manufacturing over and above job creation. These initiatives collectively aim to build a robust industrial ecosystem and support sustainable economic development in the county. Mr. Speaker, as all of us are aware, the cooperative sector is the engine of growth that provides the small-scale farmers in agricultural sector with marketing channels for their produce. Marketing cooperatives provide economies of scale and provide farmers competitive prices that reduce exploitation by middlemen and brokers. To strengthen corporate governance within cooperative societies, the department conducted a comprehensive training for staff members from 52 cooperative societies. This initiative focused on enhancing their knowledge and skills in cooperative management, including the best practices in financial oversight, leadership, strategic planning, and decision-making processes. The training equipped the staff with critical competencies whose objective is to improve operational efficiency, transparency, and accountability in the cooperative societies to improve service delivery to the members. Honorable Speaker, this now is phase 2, where we have moved from training the board members and are now focusing on the staff working in our cooperative societies. To enhance production efficiency in the cooperative societies, the department procured and installed a water pipeline at Gediro Coffee Factory. This initiative will not only lower the operational costs by ensuring a steady and affordable water supply, but also enhance the factory productivity by reducing dependency on costly alternatives. In the dairy subsector value chains, Mr. Speaker, through the cooperative sector, we procured and installed a milk pasteurizer to Slopes Dairy Cooperative society. This initiative will not only improve the quality of milk production, but will also yield more income to the farmers, to the dairy farmers. On the tourism subsector, Mr. Speaker, Nyeri continues to undertake tourism promotion services to ensure the county becomes a destination of choice to local and international tourism. As a county, we are committed to conserve our fauna and flora by developing the tourism sites, goods and services, and connecting them to local and regional tourism circuits. In the year under review, the county engaged with key partnerships with view to enhancing culture and tourism profile. Through these engagements with other stakeholders to promote the sector, the county signed an MOU with the Kenya Film Commission, and this will no doubt position Nyeri as a prime filming destination. Further to the above, the Caroline site has been improved by building a gazebo to seat visitors in an ablution block. Our long-term goal is to put up a Mau Mau museum, and we are awaiting allocation of more land from the National Land Commission. Mr. Speaker, education provides a foundation for development, the basis on which much of our economic and social well-being is built. My government has taken a lead in improving ECD education in the county, and in the year under review, 34 new ECD classrooms were constructed within the wards. The construction of 10 new toilet blocks was also undertaken, and the renovation of 13 ECD classrooms and fencing of 1 ECD center has been successfully completed. As a professional teacher, I have a strong passion for the education sector. A nation that lacks education often lags behind in economic and socio-cultural development. As a county, we have achieved a lot in the education sector. Without fear of contradiction, in the year under review, the county invested pretty well in pre-primary education programs, and in the last financial year, my government allocated a total of 361,865,568 to this sector. This amount was utilized in the developments I've spoken about of the ECD infrastructure and vocational teachers training institutions, and also for personal emoluments for our teachers. Honorable Speaker, allow me to inform this August House that Nyeri is the leading county among the very few counties that have an ECD working structure with 798 teachers, all hired on their new terms of service, scheme of service, and majority of whom are on permanent and pensionable terms. Mr. Speaker, from utilization of this funding, the county was able to enroll 20,236 children in the year under review. Our dream, and I am sure is the dream of the members of this August House, is that one day we'll be able to provide school milk to all these pupils. Mr. Speaker, let me also reiterate that my government is committed to ensure that we provide a conducive learning environment for the children. In the year under review, we adopted a transformative human resource management through capacity building of field officers and equipping the teachers with the requisite skills to deliver quality education in the competence-based curriculum, the CBC. We employed 11 new teachers to replace those who have left service through retirement or natural attrition. Through the Elimu Fund Bursary Fund, the county government supported education to students from vulnerable family backgrounds. In the year under review, my government undertook a thorough vetting exercise by visiting homes to confirm status of vulnerable and deserving cases of pupils to be selected and awarded full scholarship. Through this vetting, Mr. Speaker, 60 KCP candidates who scored a minimum of 350 marks were awarded full scholarships. Further to scholarship awards, the 240 students spread across all levels in the secondary education enrolling for Form 1 were provided with uniform, shoes, and other personal effects. Since this noble initiative began, 2 cohorts of the scholarship program have completed Form 4 and have proceeded to university. The third cohort of 60 sat for the KCSE this year. In addition, the county government supported 17,500 needy students in secondary schools and tertiary institutions by awarding bursaries. Honorable Speaker, I remain forever grateful for our continued collaboration between the executive and the honorable members of this August House on the issue of allocations of bursaries through public participation. Mr. Speaker, as a county, in the year under review, we engaged other stakeholders to assist needy students who missed the bursary due to limited budget. In the year under review, my government was able to mobilize financial assistance from Nyeri people living in the diaspora, and we were able to provide scholarships to 40 extra needy students spread across the county who scored 350 marks and above in KCPE. On the infrastructure sector, Nyeri County was recently ranked as the best performing county in the road sector. In the year under review, the county did exemplary work in infrastructure development that cuts across the roads, streetlights installation, construction of bridges and culverts, and that made communication within and out of the county easy to farmers as well as other businesses. Some of the achievements in the year under review were as follows. The Department of Transport, Public Works, Infrastructure and Energy upgraded 93,615 kilometers of earth road to gravel and Maram standards. 800 meters of new roads were opened to improve on mobility, and these roads improved connectivity and marketing of agricultural goods and services that benefited the farmers in reduction of the post-harvest losses and the cost of doing business and maintenance of the vehicles within the county. During the same year, 4 box culverts and 1 footbridge were constructed that improved connectivity between communities and the neighboring counties. The infrastructure development was done at a cost of approximately 179,024,847. Mr. Speaker, there is an increasing demand to work beyond 12 hours in the business community. This cannot be achieved without installation and maintenance of streetlights to ensure enough visibility to the customers and business communities. In the year under review, the government installed 368 streetlights and rehabilitated 5 floodlights at a cost of Kenya shillings 92 million. Once again, I must reiterate that this collaboration between the executive and the representatives of the people, who are the honorable members in this August House, has helped us to achieve this remarkable feat. Mr. Speaker, 5 days ago, I launched the Youth Development Policy, which attests the importance of the county, the county attaches to the youth development programs. As a county, we continue to explore opportunities that can engage youth in productive activities locally as well as abroad. My government continues to undertake research and development in the promotion of gender, youth, sports, and social services to ensure that women are empowered and the youth are engaged in income-generating activities. In the year under review, through the department, we provided business startup merchandise that were issued to the youth groups. The teenage girls were sensitized and provided with dignity kits in all sub-counties. In athletics, Mr. Speaker, it has become conspicuous in the national map for producing some of the leading sportsmen and sportswomen in Kenya. Lately, athletics has become one of the best-paying careers worldwide. To promote this activity, the county started the Mountain Ultra Marathon and Central Region Cross-Country Championships to engage the youth from all sub-counties. We are planning to open up sponsorship for these events to be rewarding the winners, and in doing so, majority of the youth will be attracted to venture into athletics. Mr. Speaker, in water, irrigation, and climate change in the year under review, there was significant progress in the connection and supply of water, both in rural and urban centers. As stipulated in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, Mr. Speaker, water is a merit good and all citizens should access clean water. The county is obligated through the Water Act 2016 to promote the realization and access to clean, safe, and adequate water for both urban and rural populations. In the year under review, the Department of Water, Environment, and Climate Change remains steadfast in its mission to protect the environment, mitigate against climate change, and promote sustainable development across Nyeri County. Our relentless commitment to environmental stewardship has thus solidified our position as the leading county in forest and tree cover and coverage rates of 40.1% and 45.7% respectively. In that order, we continue to remain at the top as a county. We will do everything in our power to not only retain this position but also increase our forest cover. In the year under review, the Water and Sanitation Bill of 2024 was developed and is awaiting enactment. The county procured and delivered 81.5 kilometers of pipeline to increase the water distribution for Kabendera and Kabunda boreholes in Kieni West and Kieni East respectively. Mr. Speaker, to control flood and storage of water, the county rehabilitated Gunyo Dam in Madera West Sub-County, constructed an intake at Iganjo, and rehabilitated Moyabi intake to enhance effective water abstraction from various rivers. Allow me to underscore that the county has achieved a lot in the last financial year in the environmental and natural resources. In adherence to Article 42 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Department of Environment has made significant progress in environmental conservation. Over 40,000 assorted tree species and 17,017 fruit tree seedlings were distributed and planted by institutions and community groups. These efforts do not only improve tree cover and biodiversity, but also promote food security and carbon sequestration, which is critical in mitigating climate change. Further, in collaboration with partners such as Apatana, Nairobi Water Trust Fund, and the Kenya Forest Service, over 2 million trees were planted in the last financial year. Mr. Speaker, the county also developed 3 regulation policy documents, namely the Nyeri County Environment Management, Noise and Excessive Vibration Pollution Control Regulations 2023, the Nyeri County Forest Management and Conservation, Harvesting and Movement of Forest Produce Regulations 2023, and the Wetlands and the Riparian Zone Policy. These policies aim to streamline operations in critical environmental areas. Mr. Speaker, in recognizing the escalating impacts of climate change in the year under review, the county implemented hardy climate mitigation and adaptation strategies that will enhance resilience and sustainability. This was done through engagement of public and private partnership in one stakeholder forum. Mr. Speaker, through climate action through the FLOCA program, 2 solar dryers have been constructed at the Chorongi and Thagaine coffee factories. The 2 solar dryers will enable the coffee factory to reduce the drying time of cherry beans by 50%, while at the same time maintaining quality, reducing labor costs, and ultimately increasing farmer incomes. Further, through Flocker, 1 water intake for the Gatei water project in Magutu ward was constructed to increase water accessibility to the citizens. 7 boreholes were rehabilitated at Rongai, Kemahori, Warazojet boreholes in Ken East, Mahiga, Karera, and Trefos boreholes in Ken West, and Dimaine borehole in Madeira West. These activities are expected to increase water supply to citizens in these areas and support small-scale irrigation. To conserve environment and mitigate climate change, 14,000 fruit seedlings were distributed to the community groups across the county. This will not only boost food and nutrition, but also to sequestrate carbon dioxide in an effort to mitigate climate. In the Department of Land's Physical Planning and Urban Development, we must note that land is one of the basic factors of production, in taking into account that it has emotive attachment and a major cause of conflict in the county. Nyeri being an agricultural-based economy, the role that land plays in the economic development cannot be overemphasized. In the year under review, the county government of Nyeri engaged a consultancy firm that planned, surveyed, and prepared titles for 15 ex-colonial settlements and market centers in Warazo Jet, Karundu, Wasonyiro, Gekoe, Njigari, Chieni, Ngaine, Gedhiro, Njigari, Kiamwangi, Gakanga, Dhongoma, and Kiandere at a cost of Kenya shillings 26 million. By the end of the year under review, Mr. Speaker, the task had not been concluded and it was extended to this current financial year. The project hence is going on and it is in the final stage of processing 1,124 titles. In physical planning, the county government of Nyeri, in collaboration with the Kenya Informal Settlements Improvement Project 2, KISIP 2, embarked on the rehabilitation of informal settlements through infrastructural works. These settlements include Ihwagi in Iriaine Ward, Madeira East Sub-County, Muiga, Kiawara, and Gekomo in Muiga Ward, Kieni West Sub-County, Kiawara Informal Settlement, Rualed Ward, dam and access to clean water. Mr. Speaker, internal regularization, the county through the second Kenya Informal Settlements Project, KISIP 2, initiated planning and survey for 2 settlements, namely Getondote and Dumanu villages. The settlements have benefited from tarmacking of the main access roads, construction of storm water drains, street lights and high-mast footpaths, installation of a dumpster, and access to clean water. Honorable Speaker, let me enumerate what the County Public Service and Solid Waste Management Department has achieved. Article 54 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 requires the government to take measures including affirmative action programs to ensure that youth gain access to relevant education, training, and employment, and are protected from harmful cultural practices and exploitation. Towards this, the county government placed 200 young certificate, diploma, and bachelor's degree holders in an internship program. In the year under review, the county engaged a 5th cohort that gave an opportunity to interns to gain hands-on experience in the work environment annually, while at the same time to isolate them from harmful traits of drugs and substance abuse practices and exploitation. Additionally, the county government offered attachment opportunities to students as part of the requirement for them to be exposed in their field of training, and over 500 individuals have been offered attachment opportunities from the various learning institutions of higher learning. Mr. Speaker, in the year under review, the county incentivized the staff through promotions to improve the work environment. A total of 1,328 officers were promoted in various staff cadres. The promotion has improved the performance and productivity of the workers. Solid waste management. Mr. Speaker, the increasing volume and complexity of waste associated in the modern economy is posing a serious risk to the ecosystems and human health. It is estimated that every year, Nyeri County generates an estimated 42,000 tons of solid waste. Poor waste management, ranging from non-existent collection systems to ineffective disposal, causes air pollution, water and soil contamination. In the year under review, the county started the construction of drainages at Gekeo dump site in Odhaya at an estimated cost of 5,535,000 717.20. This will enable the county to improve in sustainable environment management. Further, the county government has adopted measures to accelerate transition from linear to a circular economy in waste management as guided by the National Strategic Solid Waste Management Policy. This is a shift from the previous buy, use, and dispose linear approach to a more elaborate circular economy that advocates for zero waste. To realign in zero waste culture, the county is reviewing the Nyeri County Solid Waste Management Policy and Regulations to anchor it to the National Sustainable Waste Management Policy 2022. This will provide a comprehensive framework that prioritizes recycling, waste reduction, and resource recovery. The county also has signed 4 memorandum of understanding to initiate partnerships with various partners to facilitate waste collection, separation, aggregation, and recycling. The 4 proposed MOUs will be in partnership with Fair and Sustainable Insect Farms Kenya, and that proposes to process organic waste into protein for animal feeds, enrich the FRAS fertilizer, and the Tetra G Arts Global Foundation. The overall objective is to transform solid waste into art installations, promote recycling, and use of art as an environmental advocacy tool. I call upon the honorable members to expedite the approval and passing of the relevant bills when brought to this august House. Mr. Speaker, let me end my scorecard by reporting on the achievements of the health services. The Constitution of Kenya 2010 introduces a major focus areas for the health sector, primarily captured under the Bill of Rights in Chapter 4 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. Like water, health is a merit good, and every person has the right to access quality health care services and at a reasonable standard of sanitation. In the year under review, the county invested mainly in promotive and preventive healthcare services. Strengthening primary healthcare is not just an important goal, but a necessary condition, while at the same time expending a high percentage of the budget in the procurement of pharmaceuticals and non-pharmaceutical products for curative services, rehabilitative and palliative services may not be the ultimate solution to reduce the disease burden. Mr. Speaker, in the year under review, the county continued to offer quality, curative and promotive healthcare services to our customers and patients in all health facilities. In the year under review, the county invested in specialized services such as renal dialysis, oncology, intensive care unit, high dependence unit, diagnostic laboratory and imaging services, and other basic equipment required for high level of care treatment. In the same year under review, the county officially opened the Ihororo Rehabilitation Center in an effort to address the effects of drug and substance abuse. Mr. Speaker, this facility does not only offer services to Nyeri drug addicts, but also other counties across the county use the facility. Truly, Mr. Speaker, this is a commendable achievement project that will serve Kenya at large. Mr. Speaker, other remarkable success in the health services include our outpatient attendance increased to 1,638,725 customers across all public facilities, which is indeed an indication that our citizens' prevalence to seek health care services in our health facilities is tops. The inpatient admissions were 22,695 customers across all public health facilities. And the most worth noting achievement, ensuring that all HIV patients were put on ARV, 100% of them. The county also achieved a viral suppression of 96%. This is an indication of the county's commitment to treat and reduce HIV/AIDS prevalence among the county's citizens. Mr. Speaker, offering efficient curative services may not be possible without adequate infrastructure. In the year under review, the county has made remarkable strides in improving the health infrastructure across all facilities. These achievements are a testament to our commitment to ensure that our citizens have access to quality medical care. Some of the key projects implemented during the review period are the completion of the emergency unit at Karatina Level 4 Hospital, the construction of Phase 1 toilet block at Irori Dispensary, the construction and completion of Kangurwe Dispensary, Phase 2, the installation of solar systems at the County Referral Hospital to cut on huge electricity costs, the completion of the perimeter wall, gazebo, and walkways at Narumoro Level 4 Hospital, which we have recently operationalized, and the refurbishment of old hospital buildings at Mount Kenya Hospital to cater for amenity services. These projects collectively mark significant progress in improving healthcare delivery and infrastructure in our county. As we move forward, Mr. Speaker, we remain committed to complete the ongoing construction activities and embarking on new ones to better serve our community. As I conclude on the healthcare services, let me commend the achievement of the Nyeri Health Fund services for exemplary revenue collection. In the year under review, the fund collected 740 million from a target of 573 million. Mr. Speaker, with this trend, we are optimistic that the hospital facilities will also be able to provide real-time healthcare services and hence improve service delivery to all healthcare customers. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, let me conclude by confirming that all of us here are working together to make Nyeri County a model county for benchmarking on many fronts. We are on the right trajectory. With God on our side and working together, we will continue to achieve a lot for the benefit of our people. The honorable members of this august house have continued to be a very important cog in the development wheel of Nyeri County. As I urge them on, I wish to congratulate them for having been recognized as a very hard-working assembly. I also urge them to remain focused on the needs of our people, and together we will make Nyeri great. May God bless Kenya. May God bless Nyeri. Thank you, Honorable Speaker and the honorable members. To all the great citizens of Nyeri and all of us here, I wish you happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and a prosperous year 2015. Thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you, Your Excellency.